From the Cronkite Studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
Things keep heating up between Governor Doug Ducey and Superintendent of Public Instruction Diane Douglas, and the topic of debate is now charter schools.
And minors getting medical help for a friend who has been drinking may not come with threat of an arrest if a new bill passes.
Putting down the screens and picking up the books, how Arizona is making trips to the library a priority.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Tweelon Nugent.
And I'm Maria Thompson. Thanks for joining us.
It's a worst case scenario. A teenager is drunk and needs help, but friends are too afraid to call 911. Reporter Mackenzie Scott has more on a bill that would make sure medical help is the priority, not the fear of repercussions. Mackenzie?
Teenagers who've been drinking but need help undoubtedly wonder, if I call for help, am I going to get into legal trouble, such as being given an MIC, a minor in consumption. A measure dubbed the Saving Lives, Saving Futures bill hopes to remove the question altogether.
It's an argument Arizona State University graduate Devin Mills knows well.
Potentially prevent a situation from happening. I actually authored the bill, so I brought it to Senator Ward a year and a half ago.
But after an unsuccessful attempt a year ago, he and sponsor Kelly Ward are trying again in 2015.
It's a great idea because it does save lives and it saves futures, which is why I call it the Saving Lives, Saving Futures bill.
The measure would protect any minor who's intoxicated from legal action if they call 911 for help, for themselves or a friend. ASU Tempe undergraduate student president Cassidy Posel says the bill will not just allow students to reach out for medical assistance for friends without fear, but would also help victims of sexual assault.
Our biggest priority is saving that student's life, whether it's your own or reporting a sexual assault because you yourself were in danger. You know, all of those things are covered, and they're able to walk forward with confidence to the police officers and make sure that they are able to get the kind of assistance that they need.
Senator Ward says the solution is not to ignore the issue of underage drinking.
About 50% of the young adults between the ages of 18 and 20 at colleges do drink. And so I don't want them to feel stressed out about calling for help.
But Mills wants to make one thing clear for any skeptics.
This isn't a get-out-of-jail-free card. If you're, trying to get yourself out of a party just by calling, thinking you can get out of it, and the cops get there and they don't see that there's anything going wrong, you're going to get an MIC.
Now, SB 1190 will be presented at the Judiciary Committee tomorrow, and supporters expect 200 ASU students at the Capitol to lobby for the bill. In the Broadcast Center, Mackenzie Scott, Cronkite News.
Their probation system in Maricopa County is now helping victims of the sex trade, people who may have been arrested for prostitution but were forced into it. Cronkite News reporter Katrina Arroyo spoke with an ASU student about how to help survivors.
Of course, this is just the beginning.
For Erin Schulte, the agencies presenting to the Arizona Human Trafficking Council inspire her.
We're dedicated to working with this issue, to trying to help survivors, to trying to promote awareness and reduce demand. It's just absolutely incredible that this much has happened.
The Office of Sex Trafficking Intervention Research at ASU surveyed Maricopa County adult probation officers and found that 41% of their cases involved a victim of sex trafficking.
165 victims exist within this system who will, to change the way that their life is going, will require some services, will require therapeutic services, drug and alcohol treatment. That was the most surprising to me.
Moving forward, the Office of Sex Trafficking Intervention Research at ASU wants to assist survivors of trafficking. They also feel the attention they brought to the issue before the Super Bowl helped prevent sex trafficking.
The numbers are down. That means that traffickers were deterred from coming to Arizona and trafficking in Arizona, so that means our message is getting out.
With the support of the McCain Institute, Schulte's group, All Walks Project, will continue to educate college students on the issue and provide counseling for survivors.
Once you know this is an issue that's happening, you can't ignore it. You have to do something. So this is what I'm trying to do to combat that issue.
Schulte plans to expand the All Walks Project group to other Arizona universities. In Phoenix, I'm Katrina Arroyos, Cronkite News.
From here on out, the Arizona Human Trafficking Council plans to include training to help counselors spot sex trafficking issues in children and make more people aware of the national hotline to help victims.
Just as President Obama's Affordable Care Act enrollment period comes to a close, a bill set to block state and local governments from implementing it has passed. Mesa Representative Justin Olson's House Bill 2643 will go through a routine constitutional review before hitting the House floor. Tara Terragino is live in Washington, D.C. with more on the number of Arizonans that signed up for President Obama's Affordable Care Act.
After a last-minute rush to enroll by Sunday's deadline, the numbers are in for the second year of the Affordable Care Act. And administration officials say those numbers show that Obamacare is here to stay.
The Affordable Care Act is now an important part of everyday lives of millions of Americans. They now can fill prescriptions and take their children to the doctor. Some no longer have to choose between paying for health care and paying the utility bill.
Burwell said today that 11.4 million people enrolled or were re-enrolled in Obamacare. 204,000 of those were in Arizona, an increase of 80,000 from last year. One advocate says a big part of that is because of community outreach efforts.
A lot of them were working with school districts, for example, in areas where there are a lot of Latinos that live that needed assistance with getting in touch with somebody who could help them enroll in health coverage.
Even though the majority of enrollees were in the Phoenix and Tucson metro areas, Uriah said enrollment reached all corners of the state.
It's definitely something that we're very excited about, to see that so many Arizonans needed health coverage, and so many of them went after and actually decided to go through the process and get it.
But Burwell says there's still work to be done.
I want to invite every American to join us in the work ahead.
Those numbers could get bigger. Burwell said that 150,000 people who were trying to register when enrollment closed on Sunday will be given an extra week to complete the process. Live in Washington, D.C., Tara Terragino, Cronkite News.
In an effort to save on health care costs, Pima County proposed a ban on hiring smokers. Now that ban has been turned down, but workers who light up will still feel a burn in their wallet. The county has agreed to charge insurance premiums of up to 30%, but employees could opt out of that if they complete a smoking cessation course. Pima County estimates that almost a third of their 2,000 workers use tobacco.
Foster Children's Rights Coalition introduced a 10-point plan today that focuses on reforming children's safety while in foster care. The reform plan was put together by health providers, foster parents, and social workers who claim to have seen the flaws in the state's foster care system. The plan includes solutions for all aspects of life for foster children, from compliance with laws and transparency to ensuring life for older children. It also addresses issues of mental health care and family stability. And finally, the plan also talks about training, education, and assurance. Today, we spoke with the woman who helped come up with the plan, Jennifer Castellanos. She has 10 kids, 6 of whom are adopted and 2 are foster children in her care.
I think what we need is accountability and an effective timeline, and that these services and everything are happening quickly and efficiently for the kids.
She says this proposal will organize the foster care system by establishing one representative to speak on behalf of each department.
It's the latest twist in the very public battle between Superintendent of Public Instruction Diane Douglas and Governor Doug Ducey. One part of the debate now focuses on whether Governor Ducey's budget favors charter schools over district schools. Douglas says that the governor has, quote, established a shadow faction of charter school operators and former state superintendents who support Common Core and moving funds from traditional public schools to charter schools. Cronkite News has been tracking the controversial beginning to Douglas's leadership, including her attempt to fire 2 Board of Education employees. But her proposal is against Common Core and calls for more funding are finding support in the legislature, even across the aisle.
And you know, I agree with Diane Douglas, not in her firing of the employees, but in some of the points she's made is how am I supposed to be superintendent of public instruction if you have a budget that doesn't fund our schools?
We will continue to track this story and the education budget and give you the most up-to-date information. If you head over to CronkiteNewsOnline.com, you can read the story from the beginning by following this timeline that our Cronkite Digital Bureau created, starting in September when Diane Douglas took office and following the move she's made in office up to today.
Superintendent Douglas has been very vocal about 2 issues that are being discussed this afternoon in the Arizona House Education Committee. House Bill 2190 would block the Board of Education from using the Common Core standards. House Bill 2246 would allow parents to opt their kids out of standardized testing without negatively impacting the school's overall performance.
We need to return to where Arizona developed standards are higher than the dumbed-down Common Core standards, so we can set the bar for the global market.
Cronkite News is at that meeting now, and we will keep you updated on the outcome of these bills.
Arizona is known to have some of the most lax gun laws in the nation, but that all could change with two bills that focus on background checks. We talked to the representative who sponsored these bills next.
And Senator McCain is back in town and at a town hall meeting in Mesa, discussing the biggest issues affecting the state.
This winter, we'll take you to the heart of Downton.
You have to take control of your feelings before they take control of you.
Thomas. We'll place you at the scene of the crime.
Trouble seeks you out, doesn't it? Yes.
And we'll fly you to the ends of the earth.
Are you seeing this?
Support the one place that can take you any place.
Hi, I'm Beth McDonald, host of 8's brand new show, Arizona Collectibles. Filming for season 2 is right around the corner. For your chance to be a guest on the show, visit us online at azpbs.org/collectibles.
That's wonderful.
Okay. Make sure to sign up early because spots fill up fast. I look forward to meeting you and seeing your treasures. Until then, thanks for watching. Thursday nights at 7:30 on 8 HD.
News doesn't stop on Friday at 7:30 at night. PBS NewsHour Weekend is kind of a natural next step. The NewsHour's been committed to being available on air or online, and now weekdays or weekends. There's no shortage of news that's out there, but why do people come to us? To give them some context and analysis that they can't find somewhere else.
PBS NewsHour Weekend, only on PBS. Check local listings.
The state of Arizona has some of the most lax gun laws in the nation, but that could all change with the passing of House Bills 2118 and 2601. The bills would call for more fine-tuned legislation on the state's background checks for firearm sales through the National Instant Criminal Background Check System. Representative Randall Freese is the prime sponsor of bills and says that these clarifications to background checks won't solve every problem, but will let people breathe a little easier.
Will this bill absolutely keep criminals from getting a hold of weapons? No. But it will add a check, it will add a balance, it will add a hurdle, it will add something else to make it that much more difficult for them to do that, and it will also protect the law-abiding gun owner.
While the bills push for tougher restriction on transactions of firearms, there are certain criteria for weapons transfers that do not require background checks, such as gifts, sporting firearms, and law enforcement purchases.
Senator John McCain is in Arizona today and tomorrow meeting with his constituents. He just finished speaking at an employee town hall in Mesa. Cronkite News reporter Gabriel Cordoba-Hawthorne joins us live from Micro Semi Corporation. Gabriel, what topics did the senator discuss?
Senator John McCain spoke with Micro Semi employees today to discuss key issues facing Americans and Arizonans. Senator McCain said water shortage is a huge issue here in our state. He also discussed Kayla Mueller and ISIS, emphasizing the United States not having a plan to defeat ISIS. He ended with his approval of the federal court's decision that President Obama did indeed exceed his presidential authority.
But it is a good ruling. It is, in my view, the right thing to do, and the president should be embarrassed for ever having done it to start with.
McCain pleads for Democrats and Republicans alike to come together and help secure the border once and for all. Live in Phoenix, I'm Gabriel Cordoba-Hawthorne, Cronkite News.
A historic meeting between the Apache Spiritual Organization and the U.S. Forest Service at Oak Flat. The campground is a site where the Apache people utilize the earth, pray, and perform holy rituals. Earlier this month, a 44-mile-long march took place in protest of the Resolution copper mine getting the land for mining purposes. The Apache organizations made 4 demands of the U.S. Forest Service that include keeping Oak Flat under federal protection and recognizing that the sacred site belongs to the native tribes. Apache Tribal Councilman Wensler Nosey Sr. is hoping for the best, saying, quote, "We were looking for good people that we can work with. Through the Forest Service, we want Congress to tell us how much of our religion they are willing to protect. I hope we are not witness to the death of this place."
In an effort to assist Native American tribes in Arizona and across the country, Northern Arizona University is offering a graduate certificate in navigating tribal leadership. University officials say that many people working in tribal governments lack the training needed to take on leadership roles. The program was developed with input from tribal leaders in the region and covers building unique governments, writing constitutions, and creating business infrastructure. When schools stop teaching PE, do students lose out? Coming up on Cronkite News, we'll take you back to gym class where educators are fighting to keep older students fit. Plus, how one Arizona county is cashing in on a popular superfood with these fields of greens.
The more you know about history, the more you know about yourself. Let's turn the page.
I believe that this nation should commit itself.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
You can almost divide American history before Robinson and after Robinson.
Seeing is believing.
We broke records. We broke barriers.
This is incredible.
Suddenly the big picture makes more sense.
We have unprecedented access.
Now I can see my ancestors. Now I'm looking into their world. Now I can see where they walked.
We hear it all the time. Kids these days are out of shape. Meanwhile, budget cuts mean less physical education in our schools. Reporter Carrie Adams joins us with more on one effort underway so more kids can shape up and slim down.
Soon, Arizona's Department of Education will take a closer look at new physical education requirements, an effort PE teachers say is overdue. It takes more than just a few exercises in the gym each week to be physically fit. And with the steady decline in physical education requirements, many students are feeling the effects.
It used to be kids couldn't do a pull-up, and that's not a lot of people can do, a lot of pull-ups. Now we have kids that can't do a push-up, which is pretty bad.
At Scottsdale Chaparral High School, a weight class like this is the exception. For most high schools, only freshmen are required to take a PE course. And for most students, their physical education stops there. Physical educators like Terrence Tillett want to create healthy habits for girls and boys to carry into their future.
All of us, all the PE teachers here, and I'm sure in our entire district, are pushing that the student will learn enough in our class to feel okay with joining the rec softball league.
According to Arizona's Health and Physical Education President, Susan Leonard, students need physical, emotional, and mental balance to be truly fit. But it doesn't end there. They need to utilize knowledge, attitude, and skills to create a lifetime habit.
And if you take those three things and you intertwine those together, then you have fitness for a lifetime.
There are no specific state standards. That is determined locally.
And without a state requirement, schools are only left with a national recommendation.
That national framework requires 225 minutes a week of physical education for grades 7 through 12.
The Department of Education intends to explore new state standards, an effort that can't come soon enough for teachers like Tillett.
I would like to see meaningful physical education, not roll the ball out and people stand around type of stuff, but meaningful.
In the next couple of years, PE teachers are looking to see expanded physical education and health opportunities for their students, even making physical education a core subject. Live in downtown Phoenix, I'm Carrie Adams, Cronkite News.
The kale craze is sweeping the nation, especially here in Arizona, where farmers in Yuma can't seem to plant enough. These fields are just part of the 600 acres of land in Yuma County dedicated to kale. Industry experts say that kale has been marketed in recent years as a nutritious vegetable, and people really seem to be listening. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reports double the farms across the nation are now harvesting kale, with California as the kale capital. Lots of plants around the valley are starting to spring to life with these warmer temperatures. Brooke Wazowitz is tracking the forecast. Brooke?
Thanks, Maria. You know, it is that time of year in Arizona where flowers are blooming and we're just a little bit greener right now because we're not too hot just yet. Right now in the valley, we're at 77 degrees with clear, sunny skies. But one thing to note, we do have 5-mile-per-hour winds, so it's going to be a little bit breezy out there if you're outside. Taking a look across the valley, we have 73 degrees in Mesa, 77 in Tempe, and over here in Scottsdale, 75 degrees right now. So across the valley, we're in that mid-70 range. Now taking a broader look across the state, you can see that up north, we are a little bit cooler, 60 degrees in Page, 69 in Prescott, 82 in Yuma, and over here in Tucson, 74 degrees right now. Just to put in perspective how warm we are, over here Fargo's at -4 degrees, and Chicago 2 degrees, St. Louis 12 degrees, all below freezing. So for being midwinter, mid-February, Arizona's looking pretty great right now. Take a look at tomorrow. We should hit 82 degrees with mostly sunny and clear skies. This brings us into our 5-day forecast. We should hit 83 degrees on Friday and then drop down to that mid-70 range for both Saturday and Sunday. So if you can get an early morning hike, it's going to be prime weather for that. We do have a 10% chance of rain, so we'll be tracking that for you as well. Then on Monday, we're going to jump up a couple degrees to 77 with no chance of rain to start off our week. For Cronkite Weather, I'm Brooke Wazowitz.
With all of this warm weather and sunshine we have today, it's a perfect day to get your ashes on the go. Not having time to go to church is no longer a reason to skip Ash Wednesday. Churches around the valley are taking their ashes to the streets so that busy commuters can skip Mass but still partake in the religious tradition. Throughout the day, churches will be represented at different locations with ashes ready. Some patrons didn't even have to get out of their car to be blessed. The idea is for the church to come to you. As your kids get older, reading might not seem like a priority for them, but adding humor to your kids' library could help them put down their screens and crack open a book.
At ASU, we believe the most important semester is the one that starts after you get your diploma, the one called life. So we work hard to help our alumni thrive, teaching them the importance of not only achieving their goals, but exceeding them. With innovative programs that embrace hands-on learning, that encourages real-world growth. Our alumni know it can be the education of a lifetime, for a lifetime. For more information, thrive.asu.edu.
Should I believe in the world, Mama?
I think so.
Should I give up and hide, or should I stay and fight? Should I believe in the rules, Mama?
What are the consequences?
Can I speak out my mind in these changing times? I don't know what to believe, Mama.
Will you march with us?
There's a fire inside, there's a storm on the rise. Give me a reason to be, Mama.
Buonasera.
'Cause I need someone to believe, believe, believe in.
The world is more complicated than it's ever been.
The NewsHour is always going to take you deeper and take you broader.
And that is worth fighting for.
Night after night, 7 days a week.
I'm Maria Hinojosa.
I'm Gwen Eichel.
And I'm Judy Woodruff.
On behalf of all of us here, thanks for watching.
Cronkite News is proud to join the Arizona PBS News Block here on 8HD.
Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
Coming up after Cronkite News, it's Arizona Horizon. We will hear from the President of the State Senate and the Speaker of the House to get their impressions of the current legislative session. House and Senate leadership coming up on Arizona Horizon.
I'm Judy Woodruff. On the next NewsHour, we sit down with the Secretary General of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon, to discuss the rise of Islamic extremism.
More than 20 years after his passing, a new story by Dr. Seuss is set for release this summer.
Dr. Seuss's widow discovered the manuscript for What Pet Should I Get about 2 years ago while cleaning out the author's office. The story itself was likely written in the late 50s or early 60s. Video games, television screens, social networking, all things that could be keeping your children from hitting the books.
Reporter Mariah Ellis visited the Phoenix Public Library to see what you can do to help.
As your children get older, they're spending less time reading and more time looking at screens.
Oh, you mean TV?
Yeah, like TV.
Oh, huge, huge.
According to Scholastic's Kids and Family Reading Report, some children read as little as 5 books in 1 year. The study also found that parents wish their child would spend less time looking at things like laptops and television screens. The Phoenix Public Library is doing what they can to encourage kids to pick up a book.
We really want to associate reading with something positive.
The library has their annual summer reading program and is currently doing their winter reading program where kids are rewarded for the time they spend reading.
20 minutes a day for 30 days in a row, and that's to help make reading a habit.
But the best way to help your child?
We have a princess book that we're reading currently, and then we have another book that we read
at night.
Yeah, we read at night.
Scholastic says simply reading with your child can make reading more enjoyable.
If kids see reading as something fun, something that they want to do with their family or with their brothers and sisters, grandma, grandpa, any grown-up, important grown-up in their life that is a role model, they're going to continue to do it.
So where can you start? What do kids like?
According to Scholastic and the Phoenix Public Library, kids are more likely to pick up something that's funny.
Especially when they can have that interaction with a grown-up and have both of them laughing together. I think that's really a really important part.
It's important to learn, but most importantly, bond. The #1 reason that children love to read with their parents is the time spent with them. In Phoenix, Mariah Ellis, Cronkite News.
The winter reading program will continue through the end of February at the Phoenix Public Library.
That's it for Cronkite News Tonight.
Thanks for joining us. Good night.
Find top Arizona stories anytime at CronkiteNewsOnline.com.